Coaches, we're going to show you some clips of the 4-down monster package against the triple option scheme submitted by Coach Coburn over in Washington. Very prominent high school over in the state of Washington. Coach Coburn did a great job defending the triple option scheme for various reasons, and the monster package gives him the flexibility, yet the solid run fit background to defend this. So we're going to take a look at a few clips here. Mainly, he is going to have, just from a philosophical standpoint, he is going to have his defensive end squeeze and tackle the dive. So the first element we're going to take a look at, you see, it's very synonymous to a 4-down front here, very 4-4-like in structure, where he calls these the low safety over here, the low safety over here, inside backers at about 4 to 5 yards, and there's your high safety over here with two corners who are traditionally play number one man-to-man. Here's a flex bone look, and what you're going to do is you're going to get a dive to the left, where the defensive end's going to take a look at the end zone shot. It'll be a clearer picture for us. What's going to happen here is he plays in 2-eye techniques for the defensive tackles to help against the midline scheme that triple option teams run. Defensive end is going to be a tight 5 technique. What you're going to see is a veer release here by the tackle. It's going to be a squeeze, a hands-on squeeze, and a tackle by the defensive end. And again, coaching point here is Coach Coburn wants these defensive ends on their feet to make sure those players get tackled to the ground option scheme. Sometimes they like to squirm for extra yards. Okay, what we're going to see now is an inside linebacker playing the option. Now, the inside linebacker is going to take the inside half of the quarterback. That's his base rule in this defense against the option scheme. So now he is keying that tackle. Okay, he sees that tackle block out. It's not a veer release by that tackle, so he's feeling hard right now to take care of the dive player. That's a pretty good clue for a midline team. That tackle is going to block out on that 5 technique defensive end. That basically tells that linebacker he doesn't have to worry about veer. He doesn't have to scrape to get over the top, play the inside half of the quarterback. He's keying that tackle. Once that tackle base blocks right there, he's coming downhill. He's taking a first threat that shows, which is that dive right there. Okay, now we're going to see a true midline scheme against the 2 eyes. 2-eye tackles, defensive tackles up front. Depending on what the offense is going to do in this situation, the ball's going to the right. Okay, this offensive lineman is going to work to get to that linebacker. Okay, so he's going to swim. Right now, the first threat for that defensive tackle is going to be the dive player. Great job here. Button him up. You do have that linebacker there to help you, as well as the backside inside linebacker should come over the top in the midline scheme. But very productive when you get your players involved, especially with motion. Coach details his motion rules in the full-length clinic report on xandolabs.com. We're going to skip to the next play here. Okay, well, now we're going to take a look at the quarterback running the ball in that phase of the option. Okay, so you get that motion. Okay, here comes the quarterback. Now the key is for the backside low safety, the play side low safety. If it's a 4-4 look, it's an outside linebacker. What Coach Coburn does is he has the play side low safety play the outside half of the quarterback while he has the free safety run to the pitch. Now, some coaches are against that. We're going to show you some clips on how Coach Coburn gets it done, but that free safety is pretty active. Here's a quarterback. Okay, again, you see the free safety working over the top to play pitch here. This outside linebacker is going to play the outside half of the quarterback while the inside linebacker scrapes. Okay, he talks about taking grass away and playing the inside half of the quarterback. The ball is pitched, ball's on the ground there. Anytime that happens in option football, it's a plus defensively. All right, so now we're going to take a look at a pretty good clip of all defenders playing the option. It's a veer scheme. Looks like it's going to be going to our right here. Okay, so a pretty good squeeze right now by that defensive end. He is going to squeeze that tackle. He is going to take the dive. That play side inside linebacker sees the tackle, veer release. He's going to work outside and play the inside half of the quarterback. This play side low safety, or what you call an outside linebacker, plays the outside half of the quarterback, and the free safety runs to the pitch. Okay, here you have the two linebackers sitting right there, eyeing that quarterback, and the free safeties come over the top to play the pitch. And again, coaches, this is all diagrammed up on the full-length clinic report so you can see a little more clearly. But, I mean, that's a great job by a safety running down to the pitch near the line of scrimmage. So it can be done. Coach will play that safety anywhere from 8 to 10 yards, and it can be effective for you. Another good job here of all three phases of the option, working correctly, defending it. Okay, here's a veer block by the tackle here. Number 50 is going to be the defensive end. He is going to tackle the dive. You see number 13 is the play side inside linebacker. He could work now and scrape to play the inside half of the quarterback. 23 looks like here is the outside or low safety. He is going to play the outside half of the quarterback. And here's number 7 running to the pitch. Watch number 7 go here. I mean, you got great job, great pursuit, running things down. You want to be aggressive in these schemes, and that certainly works that way. Okay, there are a couple passes I want to show you on this one. Okay, now, this is what's interesting about this. The corners are going to play number 1 man-to-man. What this safety does, this low safety, this outside linebacker, once he gets orbit, whatever you want to call orbit or shuffle motion, now his eyes go to the post, so he actually becomes a post player. The backside low safety in this scheme plays the post, whereas the free safety plays the pop pass. So that's an interesting change-up. We thought was pretty innovative by Coach Colburn doing that. Here's just a route, cornerback steps in front of it. Okay, taking that play away. But we're going to show you some better examples of the pass. Okay, so here it is again. This is a great example of it. So now the low safety, again, in this look, in this monster look, he's going to see shuffle motion or arc motion away. Now he's got to cross key it. So he is going to work. Now he's going to hold there for cutback. You know, teams do run the counter option in this look, or they'll run the quarterback on whatever you want to call the counter option scheme. But he is actually working to the post, okay, once the quarterback clears the mesh point. Okay, so right now it's clearly a pass. Now watch him do a great job playing the post here. The free safety is going to take the pop pass. The cornerback is going to play all of number 1. And this player becomes a post player. So you see a better shot of it. The kid steps right in front of the post here. See a better shot of it here. We're looking at this player right here. Really good read by that free safety. I'm sorry, we're looking at the backside low safety. I'm sorry, he's going to work to the post. This free safety should handle the pop pass by the slot. You know, what we like about this is that now this free safety could work, or this low safety could work and play the post. He's got time to do that, because if this receiver continues to go vertical, it's a pop pass, the free safety is going to absorb that. So he's really defending the post. If he decides to run a skinny somewhere in there, it's his job to defend it. But as you know, these option teams, a quarterback may not be well versed in throwing those routes. It's not what they practice. It's not what they do on a continual basis. So this does provide protection defensively for those veer passes or those pop passes, which can be kind of lethal. Ball's underthrown. You can see the safety back there. Gets it at its highest point. Nice job. Now this is a pretty good example of how you want to defend the pop pass. So you just saw the deep post. There's the motion. You see he's already starting to get depth. I think Coach mentioned that he doesn't want to get him too much depth because he wants to make sure he plays cutback, or he's there to play the counter option scheme with that, you know, orbit or joker motion. But he has to put himself in a position to play the post. So as this thing develops, here is the pop pass. So that free safety is going to be able to play the pop pass where the low safety plays the post. And you see this free safety right here is able to jump right on that. We'll see it from this shot. It's a little better shot here. Not as much noise. Okay, but you're looking at number 7 right now, that free safety. He sees that now. He should be shuffling. Okay, Coach Coburn talks about it's not an all-out run because they can come back with the counter option outside. He should be shuffling. Okay, and once the quarterback clears the mesh point, okay, which he does right now, he's got to go play the pop pass to number 2, so he's got to work over there. The backside low safety, okay, like we just talked about, he becomes a post defender. Great job. Kid almost picks it off. So just give you an idea, coaches, this monster package, pretty effective, especially if you're a 4-down team. It's a good answer to the triple option, the V or the midline scheme that you could implement in season, okay, and continually work it with your players. Coaches, we appreciate you logging in.